Hi, my name is Joe Coquillard. I'm senior pastor at New Hope Christian Church in Washington, Indiana. And I was introduced to IAAR after I finished school at Hope International University in 1982, which is a long time ago. I did a year's internship at Central Christian Church in Mesa. I remember when I got out of school, I really didn't know how to sit down and lead anybody to Christ. I was very passionate about the Lord and what it meant to follow Him, but no one ever taught me how to actually share my faith. And so John and I went on calls together. I was scared to death, didn't feel like I knew enough, and he assured me, you know more than 90% of the people that I take out. So I went on calls, I watched how he did it. I said, you know what, I want to learn how to use this. And I can remember, being very afraid and have to screw my courage together and going out with what was to be my future wife and on calls. And finally, over a period of time, I learned how to use this tool. Well, for the last 30 some odd years, I've been using it in ministries in Wichita, Kansas, and Tucson, up in Oregon, and Arizona, and now in southern Indiana. I've been with people who know nothing about the gospel and had just tremendous response from people who just have never understood it. I've been with people who've been out of church for a long time. They get it, and right now I'm with many people who they've been in church all their life, and it's always amazing to me when I sit down with them and I take them through the studies and I ask them, have you ever heard this before? And they'll say, I've never understood this before, which is amazing to me. It's like, how could you go to church all your life and never understand these things? And I think what happens is they read the scriptures and they've been taught in Bible studies over the years, but somehow the good news ended up being something along the line of try to be a good person. And so what IAAR has done for them is to just clarify this fact, what is God's grace and how desperately lost was I? And so when they see that in such clarity and in focused studies, the light bulb comes on. I use it right now, especially for anybody that comes through our church. I want to know where they are as far as their understanding of the gospel, because I don't want to assume anything anymore. Right now I have a family. We visited 4 times in our home. And what I learned from that, not only were we able to establish a relationship together, but I see this man as one of our future leaders, because I got to see his heart. I got to see, how he thinks about the gospel. And we just, basically, IAAR is a place to kind of tell your story, but they're kind of talking points. So it's a great tool to use it and to shape it kind of to who you are. To your personality. Like any kind of tool, you personalize it. So it does not have to be canned unless you make it canned, but the better you know it, the better you understand the transitions, and the more that you own it yourself, the easier it is to use. And it's an excellent way to train people how to share their faith.